You've just been watching Bette Midler performing in her latest video called Beast of Burden.
Before that, you watched Rolling Stone's Under Cover of the Night, which is one of my favourite sound mixes.
We are Eurythmics, and we've got a video from the Ramones and Tom Petty coming up.
Welcome.
You've turned the city over to the next shift. The rest of the night is yours.
To Miller time.
Now comes your time with the best beer you can find, Miller High Life.
Bring your thirsty self right here. You've got the time. We've got the beer for what you have in mind. Welcome to Miller time.
Ain't nobody like my body. That's about the size of it. So I personalize my size with Levi's 501 blues. They shrink to fit. They're the blues that make me feel good. Levi's 501 blues. Love them blues. Oh yeah.
For the price of a Commodore 64, here's what you get from Apple, from IBM. For what it costs to add a Commodore disk drive, Apple, IBM. Add a Commodore printer, Apple, IBM, the PC Junior. Add a Commodore modem, and now you can get an Apple IIe or an IBM PC Junior with 3 games. Is it any wonder Commodore sells more computers than Apple and IBM combined?
Hundreds of thousands will see it. You're gonna work it. Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band are out on the road on their sold-out 1984 Tour of America. They're looking for a roadie. They're looking for you. Have you always wanted to lift heavy amps, carry dozens of guitar cases through giant airports, lay tables for hours night after night? You have, and Bruce has a job for you. Hit the road for 7 days and 7 nights with total access, sound checks, hotel rooms, tour buses. Eat and run and stay up all night. You're in the crew and you've got a pass for a week of concerts that money can't buy. And you can bring a friend. Do your job right and you'll also head home with a Fender guitar autographed by Bruce.
But you gotta earn it.
MTV picks up the traveling tab, including hotels, spending money, stretch limousines. And it's not over yet. 10 first prize winners and a friend will be flown to a concert in the city of their choice to see Bruce and the band from the front row. 500 runners-up get a cassette of Born in the USA. Send in a postcard today. MTV on the road with Bruce. P.O. Box 1280, Radio City Station, New York, New York 10101. MTV puts you on the road with Bruce. Take this job and love it.
I'm Annie Lennox. Dave Stewart and I are your guest VJs this hour. Now, you're just about to watch a Ramones clip, and Dave's been working with the Ramones, so he's going to tell you what it was like.
Well, it was very peculiar, actually, because I'd only just finished 2 days working when I understood what they were talking about, because me being from near Scotland and them being from New York, it was a very funny clash of accents or languages. But I think it worked out all together very well, and it's going to be a smash, hopefully.
So you made a single with him?
That's what I did, yeah. I knew I did something. We were there doing something, and then I think it's going to turn into a record. And if it does, we'll all be pleased.
These are the Ramones.
Psychotherapy.
Well, needed me to come across with my friend John Bridget Bardo, Sophia Loren, and Nita Ekberg. Hello there. That was Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. You go looking. I got a message here from Lonesome Cowboy Dave. Goes something like this. Hi, Tom, there in the garage, boy. Well, still here in MTV. I don't know what to do. I think I'll have a cup of tea. I went back to England and I think I'll be fine. I hope I don't read this. I hope I can't read the thing you do. Oh, bye, everybody.
Do these look familiar?
At Sandia Vision Clinic, our staff will show you how to join the millions of people who wear soft contact lenses. For only $169.95, you'll receive an exam, contacts, follow-up care, and a heat disinfection kit. Imagine, only $169.95 for soft contacts. See us for contacts. Sandia Vision Clinic at 255 or 298-2020.
Take a look at your health and fitness checklist. You need the expert health and fitness facts about nutrition, diet, your heart, and how they apply to you. You want your efforts to be the most effective for your needs and goals, and it has to be affordable. Well, take another look. Here's Life Center from St. Joseph Hospital and Nautilus. Affordable, comprehensive, professional. Call today because right now, during our grand opening, the Life Center membership is yours for the same low monthly investment and free financing we've always offered. Check it out, 292-2000.
Call this number and find out how rent-to-own works. How Color World can put these time-saving appliances in your home for $10 or less. Call Color World's rent-to-own hotline now.
884-RENT.
Just pick up the phone and get any of these home entertainment values for $14 or less. Call the Color World hotline today.
884-RENT.
And get quality furniture like this for $18 or less. Who can save you time, give you name-brand quality, and prices like these?
Color World can today.
There's nothing like Levi's Blues. Original, shrink-to-fit, button-front, straight-leg denim jeans. Just $14.97 each at Miller's Outpost. Oh, yeah. Miller's Outpost. We only have one size of Levi's. Yours.
This is Rockwell on MTV Music Television, an entire network of your favorite video music.
Hi, this is Eurythmics Guest VJ Hour, and I'm Dave Stewart.
And I'm Annie Lennox. We've got something quite special to show you now. It's never been screened on MTV before. It's a very special video by a lady called Will Powers. You've probably heard of her. Dave's going to tell you about it.
Yes, it features every person in the entire population of China, including very special people from England, i.e. Arsenal football players, the Queen of England, Eric Clapton, who else is in it? Mrs. Stewart, Mrs. Lennox, various...
This is Will Powers, Adventures in Success. That was Tracy Allman, They Don't Know. And before that, Will Powers, Adventures in Success. And we have Will in the studio with us now.
Hello.
Hi. I'm so happy to be here with both of you today. Thank you for inviting me.
That's all right. I wanted you to tell us, you know, that time we met in Africa?
Yes.
And we were talking about the adventures of success. And at the time, I was a destitute, I think I was a busboy or something like that. And you were saying that you were going to make these films where you appeared as two people.
Well, where I appear as many people, and isn't it true that that's why you and Annie became so successful?
That's
Why
right.
not give credit, Dave, where credit is due?
This is true, actually. And I found it difficult over the years maintaining the fact that I am Annie and she actually is me.
But I make it possible for you to tell the public at large this fact.
This is true. Listen, Lynn, can we speak to Lynn for a moment?
Of course. Let me get her.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi. How you doing?
I'm okay.
You know this photo session we're doing later on?
Yeah.
Well, you better get changed quick and get out of your camera because it's happening soon.
Oh, what you have to do to earn a living.
I've got to introduce the next thing. This is David Bowie with China Girl. That was The Doors with Gloria. And before that was David Bowie with China Girl. And of course, I think that was the very best video of 1983. Dave and I are going to be back with some Stray Cats videos, so don't go away.
This is Bette Midler for MTV, the greatest entertainment home product since reusable lint. You can watch it, you can hum it, you can dance to it. Turn it upside down, it becomes a toaster. Fold it up, you got a handy pocket watch. It slices, it dices, it chops, it shreds, and on September 14th, it has the first annual Video Music Awards. Be there.
You gotta be there at 8, you gotta illuminate. Got to be looking much better than great. Grab a plastic color and a little more style. Looks like a Levi's corduroy night. Levi's corduroy night. Looking good. It's a Levi's corduroy night.
computer, and they'd rather not be recognized.
My computer costs 3 times as much as a Commodore 64.
For the same memory.
Commodore games cost almost half as much as my games.
Commodore business programs cost about 1/3 as much.
If you don't look into Commodore before you buy a computer, you'll be sorry.
I could have saved the school. Oh, so much.
Welcome.
Working a charter, your days belong to somebody else, but your nights are all yours.
To Miller time.
Now comes your time with the best beer you can find, Miller High Life.
Bring your thirsty self right here. You've got the time. We've got the beer for what you have in mind. Welcome to Miller time.
Ford Escort. Just 3 years ago, we introduced it as the car engineered to take on the world. And has it ever? Our little engineering marvel far outsold every import car line in America its first year. Ditto the second year. And in its third year, Escort went on to become the best-selling car in the world, making Ford Escort a world leader at the very tender age of 3. Have you driven the best-built American cars? Have you driven a Ford lately?
This is Eurythmics guest VJ Hour, and we're just about to watch The Stray Cats.
Yes, and I'd like to give a message to Brian Setzer saying, keep up that ballerina dancing work. And also, he's written some fantastic new songs, which we're about to hear in about the next 12 months. But until then, here's Sexy at 17. That was John Lennon and Nobody Told Me. He was one of the biggest inspirations for me in songwriting and everything. Before that was Stray Cats, Sexy and 17.
You're just about to see Prince and the Police coming up in a minute.
This guest VJ Hour is sponsored by Commodore Computers, by Levi's Buttonfly 501 Jeans, by the Ford Motor Company, and by Miller High Life.
For the price of a Commodore 64, here's what you get from Apple, from IBM. For what it costs to add a Commodore disk drive, Apple, IBM. Add a Commodore printer, Apple, IBM, the PC Junior. Add a Commodore modem, and now you can get an Apple IIe or an IBM PC Junior with 3 games. Is it any wonder Commodore sells more computers than Apple and IBM combined?
Ford Escort. It's engineered with 4-wheel independent suspension for a smoother ride than this Japanese import. It's engineered with more passenger room than this Japanese import. Plus, Escort has more standard features than this Japanese import. And now with the new available 2-liter diesel engine, Ford Escort is engineered for better mileage ratings than this Japanese import. Have you driven the best-built American cars? Have you driven a Ford lately?
Welcome to Miller time.
At Miller High Life, time is everything. Beer drinkers come to us because we've been brewing in extra quality for the last 129 years. That's a lot of our time. But it's the reason you spend your time with us when you want the best beer you can find. Miller High Life.
I got the blues, got 'em real bad. The best old blues this body ever had. A personal blues I don't want to lose. Levi's Buttonfly 501 blues. They shrink down and fit me, so you know what that means. It means I'm the only one gonna fit in my jeans. A Levi's legendary 501 blues. Levi's legendary 501 blues.
Who brings you more? Video music. Bruce Springsteen. The Tubes in concert. Reefer Madness. Golden Earring on stage. Sneak preview video. The Daryl Hall and John Oates special. REO Speedwagon. Video music. Al TV. Basement Tapes. Rainbow in concert. Twisted Sister recorded live. Liner notes. Sneak preview video. MTV Top 20 Video Countdown. Guest DJ. Video music. And the first annual MTV Video Music Awards. MTV in September. That's who.
Well, that was The Police, With Every Breath You Take. I think that's a very beautiful video.
And before that was Prince with Little Red Corvette, one of my favourite videos. Anyway, I'd like to say goodbye on behalf of Eurythmics and my fellow men.
And I think I'm going to join Dave in the monitor screen.
Yeah, come in. Yes, you know, there's all sorts of interesting music, Indian music, Chinese music. I often listen to classical music myself. What about those old Stax records? They were pretty brilliant. And also, you know, early 60s music from the Byrds, Vanilla Fudge, and people like that. Oh, hello, Annie. How you doing?
Hello, Dave.
Pretty good.
I've just been on MTV.
I know. Anyway, goodbye and over to Mark Goodman.
Mark Goodman tonight on MTV Music Television in stereo. Coming up, Pretenders, Billy Squier. An auction of John Lennon clothing is postponed again in music news. And we got another one of those videos that you're seeing exclusively here on MTV. Sneak preview video from the Jefferson Starship right now. Is nominated for Best Stage Performance in the MTV Video Music Awards, the results of which you'll see September the 14th. Sneak preview video at the top of the hour from the Jefferson Starship, with guest appearances from the likes of Timothy Leary and that San Francisco band of weirdos, the Residents, making quick appearances there with the eyeballs on their head. Good evening. Welcome. Mark Goodman here with you tonight. Sneak preview video to come, 12 midnight. I Can't Drive 55. Midnight Maniac at 1 a.m. Better Be Good to Me at 2 a.m. And all of those you are only seeing here. In the news, the auctioning off of several jackets and shirts that John Lennon wore in concert has been postponed until October. The auction was to occur last week at the Charles Hamilton Galleries in New York, but was delayed when it was discovered that the clothing may have been stolen from Yoko Ono in 1981. Now, no charges are being made against the two men who sold the clothing to the gallery. Checkered Past singer Michael DeBar will star in a new horror film this fall called Ghoulies. DeBar says that he plays a hideous, satanic cult leader who has little monsters, imps, and ghouls as his road crew. I think I've seen that crew. The role required heavy makeup, but Michael says having it put on was no problem. He says that he loved all the attention. Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band. Concert information as Bruce continues to conquer the United States. He is still in the East, still doing about a 3.5-hour set and a bunch of different songs popping up each night, and different acoustic or perhaps electric versions of certain songs popping up each night as well. Huey Lewis tells us how he still loves it live in about 30 minutes in music news. We got a great night ahead of us. Don't go anywhere.
Something speak for themselves.
One smooth and mellow taste tells you all you need to know. Michelob. Some things speak for themselves.
Santa Cruz, fashion for when it's time to become a woman.
Your first time on the air with the local TV news. You're nervous and tense, it's all confused, but you're doing a solid job. Like the show was nationwide. Soft and dry, solid will help hide when you're nervous inside.
Soft and Dry Solid. It's micro-encapsulated, so when you're more nervous, Soft and Dry gives you more protection.
Soft and dry, solid will help hide. Good night. When you're nervous inside.
K-Tel International presents Breakmaster, the ultimate breakdance album. Breakmaster, the hottest music for real breaking. Plus a giant color poster of the Masters, the New York City Breakers. They'll show you how to set up your own competition, hip-hop fashion tips, how to be a scratch DJ, and the latest break moves.
I've been breaking for 2 years, and this is the best album yet.
Breakmaster from K-Tel, now at fine stores everywhere.
Today's lesson about our friends, the words, is that pronunciation is very important. Notice the difference. Rock and roll. rock and roll. Classic lips, classic clips. MTV. MTV, music television. It's totally unique.
Too Shy. Lamal now on his own on a solo record in the works for him. You got Kajagoogoo and the Slice from the Arms concert just before it and only here on MTV. Mark Goodman here with you tonight. Don't go anywhere.
This Labor Day weekend, you can see TV the way it used to be on the golden years of television on Channel 14. Starting at 4 Saturday with Tom Corbett, Space Cadet, you'll see great oldies like Howdy Doody, Milton Berle, the $64,000 question, and much, much more. 20 great hours, Saturday and Sunday from 4 till 11 and Monday 5 to 11. Don't miss your favorites as Channel 14 presents the golden years of television this Labor Day weekend.
Now, the rent-to-own special you've been waiting for is here. Who can give you this color TV for just $1?
Color World can.
Or this 6-piece solid wood furniture group for only $1?
Color World can.
Or this full-size washer-dryer, just 10 cents.
Color World can.
Or quality like this, 10 cents. And this, or this. No credit buying power, just $0.10. Who can give you the best rent-to-own deal in New Mexico?
Color World can today.
It's one thin dime time at Color World, New Mexico's leader in rent-to-own.
Color World can do it.
It is the difference that shines brightest at the University of New Mexico. It's this diversity and distinction that can make the difference in your life, today, tomorrow, and beyond. The University of New Mexico. All the difference.
Do these look familiar? At Sandia Vision Clinic, our staff will show you how to join the millions of people who wear soft contact lenses. For only $169.95, you'll receive an exam, contacts, follow-up care, and a heat disinfection kit. Imagine, only $169.95 for soft contacts. See us for contacts. Sandia Vision Clinic at 255 or 298-2020.
You're watching MTV, music television, with sneak preview videos every hour on the hour. And another one coming up in just 30 minutes. Tega choreographed that one, Billy Squire's new one here on MTV. We got Conversation with Huey Lewis in the news in just a second. Right now, though, here's a preview of what's coming up this weekend on MTV, sponsored by Old Spice Aftershave Lotion and Cologne.
The Labor Day weekend never lets up. MTV. They're loud, they're dressed to kill, and they're back on Saturday night. The Tubes, recorded live at the Kabuki Theater in San Francisco.
I'll talk to you later. Don't want to hear it again tonight.
And on Sunday, a moral for the 80s, the cult classic of the 30s, the incomparable Reefer Madness.
The mammoth of marijuana.
And the weekend crashes into Monday. Al TV takes over once again, a special Labor Day edition.
You're watching the official Labor Day music video channel, Al TV.
The MTV Labor Day weekend. Saturday night, the Tubes, an encore concert. Sunday night, Reefer Madness.
You probably read about it in the paper.
Both nights start at 11 Eastern, 8 Pacific. And on Monday, Al TV kicks it at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. Only on MTV, music television.
All you gotta do is smell the morning splash on Old Bike. Now you're moving, isn't it nice? Up and at 'em, don't think twice. Pour out a handful, splash on some spice.
Nobody sends more guys out there alive and awake than unmistakably masculine Old Spice.
Now you're moving, don't think twice. Splash on the feeling, splash on some spice.
The most earth-shattering dig-dug.
Super System.
The most realistic joust.
Super System.
Pole position at its hair-raising best.
Super System.
Only on the Atari 5200 Super System. Now at its lowest price ever. Real sports baseball. You're out. 2,600 games. The adapter plays them all. The Atari 5200 Super System and all the exciting new games now at a new low price.
Super System.
I wonder where they got them.
Chase down all the wild J Park leathers at Merry-Go-Round.
I'm Mark Goodman with Music News tonight. Before the sports album, Huey Lewis and the News were better known for their live performances than their studio work. But now, Huey doesn't know which he prefers.
Working in the studio is completely different than playing live. And I used to always much prefer playing live. But now, maybe because I'm older and more patient, I enjoy the studio almost as much.
British singer Tracy has just released her debut American album. It's called Far From the Hurting Kind, and it's produced by Paul Weller of the Style Council. Paul also wrote 3 of the album's songs, and Elvis Costello contributed another one. She's going to start a tour of the East Coast next month, and here are some of the tour dates for Tracy. 30 minutes away, concert info for the Cars. We have sneak preview video at the top of the hour from Sammy Hagar. Right now, it is time there was a big man in the White House. This is Clarence Clemens.
Hi, I'm Huey Lewis. And we're the News. And this is MTV Music Television.
Here I am, Scorpions, and of course the big man was in there as well. Woman's Got the Power from a Philadelphia band called the A's. Clarence, well, he's a strong guy, but he can't be dragging around those amplifiers on the Bruce Springsteen tour. That's why they need you. More details on how to be a roadie with Bruce next hour.
Nothing turns on a body like Body Flowers body spray.
Can anyone ever have enough chords? Not if they're pioneer chords at the Gap. There are 73 sizes for a wonderful fit. The Gap's got it. Sand chords, tan chords, Air Force blue, light blue, navy gray, and natural tune. Black and brown, and wait till you see royal, charcoal, and burgundy. And those great fitting Gap pioneer chords. The Gap's got it. $13.98 or $2.25. The Gap's got it.
Quick, what's the only thing that tastes irresistibly rich, incredibly thick? Quick, what's now so easy, so chocolatey, creamy? Quick, what gives milk spark, delicious and dark? It could only be Nestle Quick. Now get that same great chocolate taste in new Quick sugar-free. Can you resist?
Mustang GT. Hard right. Rear front stabilizer bars flatten the curve. Quick left. Rear quadra-shock suspension holds the line. New control in a car called Mustang GT. Want more? Take the uninhibited Mustang convertible. Or the sophisticated technology of Mustang SVO. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Have you driven the best-built American cars?
After this, the #1 video on MTV's Countdown. Find out who's on top every week on the MTV Top 20 Video Countdown. Every Friday night, we'll count down the top 20 video songs in America, and you'll hear from the bands as they break the top 20.
The MTV Top 20 Video Countdown.
Every Friday night at 11 o'clock Eastern, 10 Central, and again on Saturday afternoon at 4.